can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 11 now. Throwing is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 12-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 9.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
From From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
29-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
22 yards.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Colts nothing.
Second down at 4. Tua to throw again. Double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Finding Hilton on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
It certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows them to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is fielded at the 27. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete.
Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen.
14.
Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 9.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
Second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Colts 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Blankenship's kick is good. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. An open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
He's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a couple. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Dolphins.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Tua, and the ball is in. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Dix brought him down. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit him with a big play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense at the line and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Today's final score, Dolphins 34.